Hi, welcome to Pagan Goddess Tarot, and today we are doing the Celtic Cross reading for the zodiac sign of Sagittarius. Keep in mind this is a general collective reading, so if it resonates with you, take what's yours. If it doesn't, leave it for someone else. The other phenomena that happens with a general reading is sometimes, because this is fortune telling, it doesn't resonate right away. It doesn't resonate until later because it's fortune telling and it hasn't happened. We're predicting the future. So that being said, keep in mind you can always go back to the channel and rewatch any videos that you'd like. You can watch, actually you don't even have to rewatch, you can watch any of the videos you like. The other issue with that is you should be watching your sun, moon, and rising signs. And you can watch your Venus signs. This gives you an overall picture of your energy, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. I'm taking one from the Animal Spirit Oracle deck. Let's see, what do we got? Beaver Spirit, lay a solid foundation. Okay, so whatever you're building, take the time to do it right. Okay, and we have two from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards. Alright, you have Mother Earth, feel loved and comforted. And one more, please. One more for Sagittarius. One more for Sagittarius. We have the Animal Guardian. Trust your instincts. Okay. And there we go. Now, I'm going to move those around. I normally would leave them where you can see them, but this is the Celtic Cross reading, and it's a large reading. So I'm going to pull, hopefully, where you can still kind of see them, so that I have room to put the rest of the reading. I am going to refer to these as we go along into the reading. They work in coordination with the tarot portion. So, that being said, let's get started. So, Spirit, please tell me what I need to know for Sagittarius. Follow your intuition. Trust your instincts. Okay? Let's see which way we're going with that. Okay, what's crossing Sagittarius? What is crossing Sagittarius? Spirit, please, tell me what's crossing Sagittarius. That was a big fumble. Ooh, Ten of Swords. Learned a lot of brutal lessons, but you learned lessons. They're over. Okay. Oops, sorry, honey. I whacked my cat on the tail. So, you have a new day dawning. These lessons were really, really, really hard. They were severe, but you did learn the lessons. It's over. This part's over. Don't worry about this. I mean, it's not like it's coming in for you. This is the past. You have what's coming in for you is that new day. You having learned those lessons. Okay? And this is part of, you had to learn these lessons so that you could lay a solid foundation. Okay? So that you could be nurturing and caring, because you would understand what it's going to be like. So, at the base of the spread, what you have going for you is the Seven of Wands. This is an energy of a warrior. He's coming in peace because of the white rose, or he's coming in love, one of the two. And the villagers are attacking him for whatever reason. And he's not actually trying to hurt the villagers. He's just trying to fend off a blow that comes anywhere close to him. He's a trained warrior. He could literally probably hurt all of them. But that's not his intent. His spirit team is behind him. And so they see him on higher ground, which is a good position if you're being attacked. But it's also a point of they have your back. There's not really anything that is earthly bound that's going to have the ability to hurt you. Okay? I mean, you just have to stay mindful of it, but you don't really have to, you don't have to be stressed out about it. You can get out of your head about that. So in your recent past, there was love. There is a potential for love, at least. There was a communication. And hopefully it was a healing communication about love. Okay. So what's crowning Sagittarius? What is crowning Sagittarius? What's crowning Sagittarius? Okay. I think that you have something coming in for you, and you're not seeing it, or you don't want to see it. You have a power wall behind you. That's all magic symbols. You're focused on these 3 cups ahead of you, which is normal. But I think you're so focused you're not seeing it, or you're not accepting it. It's like, I don't want it. And that can be about love. I mean, literally, if you've been through this kind of energy, you'd be like, no thank you. Thanks, but no thanks. So, it's one of the two. And we're going to clarify later with the Marchetti Tarot Royale and see if we can find out what's going on. I don't know. We have this is the second time I've seen this in the future. You're walking away from something. It's not serving you. You're looking for that 9th cauldron. And when you walk away like that, it's because you're in the dark. You can't see. You know, that's where you get into trusting the unknown and trusting your instincts and things of that nature. But you're looking for that 9th cup. That 9th cup is loving yourself. Okay? And you have set intentions, but you can't see it right now. But you're mastering. This is wow. This is it. You're mastering something. Okay? You are mastering something. And this is something that has the ability to bring you great abundance. You have some kind of communication coming in. This is your environment. You have some kind of communication. That's going to be a fast-moving energy. And I would say it's the 8, so it's 8 days. It could be as little as 8 hours, but I doubt that. But 8 days, 8 weeks. I hesitate to say 8 months. It's usually not that far out. Hopes and fears, you have clarity. But when you have clarity, it is a double-edged sword. You need to use truth with integrity. Like Arthurian principles, honor, integrity. I forgot the Latin phrase for it, but it means to handle the sword with integrity and truth. So you have clarity coming. That's without a doubt. It's a double-edged sword, so be careful. You know, you can't just wield it with no just because you're mad. No, that's not how this one works. This is Excalibur. So you will have clarity. And a lot of times clarity brings peace. And it also brings victory. Let's see. What is the most probable outcome if you follow Spirit's advice? You have the Ace of Cauldrons. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry, the Ace of Shields. It's been a long day. Ace of Shields. It's a potential, I mean, it's a big potential new beginning in abundance. Okay? So, and we have the Mother on the bottom. She is the epitome of abundance. She's the epitome of fertility. Which, if you are not interested in having children at this time, because this looks like a new relationship, I would be kind of cautious with, you know, just take precautions. Because that's also, fertility brings babies. It brings a lot of other things too, but it brings babies. She's pregnant, so just letting you know. So I'm going to move this over, this up, and this down. Okay, so let's clarify the High Priestess. What are you following your intuition about? Okay. This is business. This is you building your empire. This is you becoming independent monetarily. You have your own business. You're making it a living, a very good living, and you have your own home. You're taking care of your bills. You have transportation, that kind of thing. She took everything. She took the time, and here's the gist of this. She took the time to learn the skills. She learned falconry, and today or at least about 20 years ago, it took at least 10 years to become a master falconer. She's mastered it. Now, it may not have taken that long there, but she learned everything there was to know about it, but she applied that knowledge. She works at it. She's not just sitting back on her laurels. She's out there. She's breeding those birds. She is selecting their foods. She is training them. She knows everything there is to know about a falcon. And that's why she's making bank, is because, I mean, her falcons are the best. And again, you can fend off anything that is coming your way. That's kind of an odd combination. But I guess if you were the Nine of Pentacles, you wouldn't be too worried about it. You have the confidence to do that. All right. Now tell me about the lessons. Tell me about the lessons. Oh, you're still grieving it. They want you to get up off your knees and look around. Just look around. You'll see the other gifts. Okay? And one of them is an abundant new beginning. So you have the double energy with the Seven of Wands. So let's see what it is. You know, you're standing on high ground. You're also following a high moral road. Okay. So, and it takes a lot of strength. It takes a lot of strength for you to walk away from the devil. Now, the devil can be passion. Sometimes the devil's a warning that any passionate relationship can develop, or any passion that you have can develop into a toxic behavior. This could be toxic behaviors. It could be you. It could be another. It can also be, I mean, baby, you was dancing with the devil. It takes a lot of strength to walk away from that. Especially if you felt like it was love. Especially if it was love. You know, sometimes that can be toxic. Unrequited love. I mean, there's so many stories. Look at history. Okay? But whoever it is, somebody's moving very slowly. Methodically, meticulously. That's the only knight that crosses the finish line. Okay? And again, this is the Ace of Swords. Again, now we're getting the clarity. See the peace? The dove is peace. And once you have the clarity, the peace, you have victory. And by the way, that's a sapphire sword, and that is the sign of Saint Michael. Archangel Michael. Okay, so what are you rejecting? Or you feel trapped. So maybe it's not that you're rejecting it, you're just not seeing whatever it is Spirit's trying to give you. The Empress. That's kind of hard to miss. So my advice is that if you're in a situation where you just like had it and things have been rough, you've been fending off this and that, and you're trying to heal, and or you're busy, or you're focused on something, just remember to be open. Be open to new information. And you know, if you left a toxic relationship, it's really hard to do that. You can be like, yeah, no, thanks. Thank you, though. Yeah, no. Not having it. And, you know, that's when you walk away. And that's exactly what that energy is about. So, oh no. You know, you're walking away from something. Are you sure? But you will have the clarity. When you know it's time to walk away, you will. Alright, because we have the Queen of Cups. Right, that's somebody that's very kind, caring, and nurturing. And this may be you looking at this person because we have you in the Four of Swords energy, which is rest and reflect. This is think about where you are. What do you want? What kind of solid fortune or solid future do you want? Follow your instincts with this. What is it that you're trying to nurture? And then you figure out your path. Once you know what your goal is, then you can start planning to acquire it or to move towards that goal. Okay? So you're mastering something, and this could be a skill that's going to bring that abundance in. But one thing you do need to master is how to love yourself. Remember I said when you're in the Eight of Cups, you are looking for that ninth cup. Okay, so one more please. One more for Sagittarius. Again, you don't see it coming. You're not seeing it. I think maybe that you're maybe focused and you, what you don't think is a big deal is. I mean, Picasso probably didn't think his art was a big deal in the beginning. You know? But whatever this communication is that's coming in for you, it's going to lead you to victory. Because you've been nurturing something. That's what you're mastering down here. You're nurturing something. And you're gaining clarity. I mean, you have the mother here, so this is abundance. Okay. Come on. Tell me more about the clarity. Alright, I keep getting the Seven of Swords. So, the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is usually called the sneaky card. He's raided an enemy camp and he's trying to steal all the swords. The problem is he couldn't carry them all. And now he's looking back at regret with those two that he left. Now this can be you looking back with regret. This could be somebody sneaky around you. You know, sometimes we can be focused on one situation, and lo and behold, sneaky's over there trying to sabotage you the whole time, and you know, you're working on a different situation. It had nothing to do with that. So I think it can either be that, so be aware that there may be people that are not working in your favor, but this can also be when you have clarity, it's not looking back with any regrets. Okay, I can't take it, I gotta leave it, it's time to go, or time to do. Okay, and time to go, I guess, would tie in with the Eight of Cups walking away. But the clarity is going to illuminate your path. You're going to see things from a higher perspective, and your ancestors are trying to guide you towards this path. And it's up to you. You can stay or you can go. But if you do, you know, we're talking about massive abundance coming in for you. And once you get to that point, you're going to be charging ahead with willpower and victory. Okay. This is going to come about because of a tower moment that either occurred already. I think it's already occurred. Okay. But here, again, you're looking at things from a higher perspective. See how high that knight is? And now this is the knight that usually charges in. Okay. And it comes down to these communications. You have wands, you have, okay, and I think it's more than one, because you have the Eight of Wands. This signify, I think it's going to be like a series of communications, like, oh, did you know such and such opened this business, and did you know, and then another person be like, well, such and such needs this, and then, do you know how to do this, because such and such over here needs And then, you know what I'm saying? It's a series of communications, and it's like, such and such happens to be a friend of yours, and you'd be like, hey, I'm hearing talk on the street that you need somebody that knows how to, whatever, that knows how to run your computers, even though you know how to run your business, you don't know how to set up your systems. That kind of thing. Okay? I think it's gonna be something that triggers a movement, a growth, a pattern. It's going to be, just follow your intuition. It's guiding you towards where you need to go. So I hope you enjoyed this read. I'm going to do the extended on the Facebook Pagan Goddess Tarot. I don't know what I did with my descriptions, but I can't put a clickable link in right now, and I don't have time to stop and relearn it. So for right now, I'm just letting you know it's Pagan Goddess Tarot on Facebook. That's where, and I'm posting the extendeds for free for a limited time. Just bear with me. I have a really heavy schedule, and I think all of you know that. And I think all of you know I'm technically challenged, so again, bear with me. But as soon as I can figure out what changed, because I was going along fine, and then boom. So just if you like the reading, you know, and you want to see the extended, it's a good way to find out what the extendeds are about, because in the future, when you have to pay for them, you'll have a good idea if whether you want to go ahead and do that or not. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope to see you over on Facebook. If not, either way, thanks. Have a great day.